where there have been a series of meteorological phenomenal events happening ever since this guy Moses came to Egypt. And we're here talking to a lady, an Egyptian lady, who has witnessed several of these amazing plagues. Isn't that what you call them, plagues?
Yes, horrible plagues.
They're horrible plagues.
Horrible plagues.
Well, give me an example. For example, what is one of the plagues?
Frogs, brown, ugly frogs crawling all over the place.
Frogs?
Frogs.
Where do they come from, these frogs?
The Jews.
The Jews did it?
The Jews did it.
They made the frogs?
No, they brought them with their magic.
Tell me, ma'am, what other plagues did you see?
Locusts, and I don't even know what they are, but they bothered me.
That's terrible. And what do you think is behind all of these
They were
plagues?
swarming all over the place.
Locusts were swarming?
Swarming.
Oh my God! Tell me what
All over the place, the palace, everywhere.
coming out of the sky, I hear.
No, it was shooting across.
Shooting across.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is absolutely amazing. What do you
Lightning.
think?
It was like lightning in
So
heaven.
what do you think the Pharaoh should do about all of these plagues?
Get rid of the Jews.
Yeah, quiet on the set, please. So we are here interviewing Pharaoh's chief magician, and your name is Merlin, is that right? Something like that?
Merlin sounds good.
Merlin, okay. And can you tell me what happened when this guy Moses showed up and confronted Pharaoh with his staff? Any information about this event? But I see you're carrying a staff with you right now, sir.
That's correct.
Now, is that a magic staff?
No, it's Mel Klein's staff.
It's got your name on. You stole that from Mel Klein. I
Right,
see.
yeah.
All right. Can you make it turn into a snake for us?
You think this is a snake? Okay.
All
It's
right.
a snake, everybody. It's a
All right.
brown snake.
All right. Thank you very much. Here we are. This is Peter Weisz, broadcasting from Pharaoh's Castle in Cairo. And I have with me His Royal Highness, Prince Ramses II. King Ramses II. I'm sorry. And he is the royal leader, the sun god, as they call him, of the entire kingdom of Egypt. And he has recently been confronted by a man from the desert who claims to be Moses. Now, let me ask you. Don't do that. I understand that Moses has been plaguing you with some very serious plagues. Can you tell me what your reaction has been to all this?
So the first one was blood, right? Because he had blood. And he's like, yeah, we really need to bounce back from that one. And I'm like, all right, it's blood, that's not fine. And then he's like, what was the second one?
Frogs.
And then there's frogs, and you know I'm scared of frogs.
I heard you were scared.
What do you do when you see a frog?
Agreed to release the Israelites.
I see. All right. So do you intend to do that?
Yeah.
I'll hold this.
Why the fuck does this keep happening?
Yeah, sure.
I see. The gentleman to my left, flexing his pectorals, has emerged, a man of mystery who has emerged from the desert. He has confronted Pharaoh face to face and demanded that he release all of the Israeli slaves. The man's name, Moses. And this is the first interview that he has granted. And we're very honored to have him here. Mr. Moses, first question, where do you come from?
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Don't get fined? Why do you want Pharaoh to release all the Israeli slaves?
So last time I checked, Israeli does not equal Egypt. So if we take the Israelites out of Egypt and bring them to Israel, then they're back at home. So the Pharaoh does not deserve to have the people. So the people need to go back home to the Israel land.
So that you're just here to bring them all back home?
They need to go home to their land, not to the Egypt land.
Yeah, I got that. You're going to lead them. Is that right?
The place that they need to be is not where they are now.
Yeah, I understand that.
You have to understand.
I do. I got that part.
There's a journey.
A journey. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Peter Weisz. I'm on the shores of the Red Sea. A miraculous journey has just taken place. The Israelites have crossed the Red Sea after the sea was split by Moses. Moses' sister is standing right next to me. Her name is Miriam, and she is the one that... What's that?
Miriam cup. She
Miriam's
from
cup.
it.
Oh, that's Miriam, a little gift here we have for you.
Sorry,
Sorry, I don't need to do that.
Okay, now I understand that you are brothers Your brother is Moses and your brother is Aaron, both of those guys. Tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up with those guys.
They were annoying.
Which one?
Well,
Both of them. Did you ever think that they would become great leaders of the Jewish people? What about, what was it like crossing the Red Sea with all of the, there was the water on both sides and everything? That must have been rather amazing, huh?
yeah, the water was gone.
Yeah. I can see you're really impressed by this miracle, this greatest miracle in history, and it's really impressed you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Peter Weisz reporting. I am in the desert, and we are on the banks of the Jordan River. The Jewish people are assembled on the bank here after a 40-year journey through the desert. I have next to me Mr. Joshua. Joshua, he is the new leader of the Israeli people. The reins of power have been transferred over to him, and he is going to be leading the people across the Jordan into the Canaan. Joshua, tell me, how does it feel to be leading a contingent of 4 million former slaves as they enter into the promised land?
Stressful.
Why is it stressful?
It's a lot of people to
How are you
lead.
going to do that? And you're the people that you are leading are not necessarily military people. They're not members of the army. They're just regular civilians. How are you going to conquer all of these Canaanites, particularly in the city, the walled city of Jericho? What are you going to do?
What would you do?
I would get trumpets. Trumpets, I believe in trumpets. I think if you give every man a trumpet and march them around Jericho, the walls will come tumbling down.
I don't think that's how physics works.
Well, you've got God on your side, right? And that's the way God works. That's my advice to you. Young Joshua, it's a pleasure meeting you. I know you're going to be very successful in conquering Canaan's land, and I want to wish you every success. I understand the pillar of fire only arose at night, is that right?
Yes, it was there, and it was obvious it was there to protect us.
And it served its purpose, am I right?
Absolutely. We're here.
So did you actually see Moses split the Red Sea?
I'm not sure that Moses is actually responsible for the splitting of the Red Sea.
Wow, did you hear that, folks?
Lies!
This lady is saying that the whole business about splitting the Red Sea is nothing but fake news.
No, I'm not denying that the sea was split.
But you think somebody else did it?
Not somebody.
Something, some phenomenon,
Of
some
course.
meteorological phenomenon, or maybe it was the hand of God.
There you go.
I see.
Your words, not mine.
I see. This is fascinating. I think that there should be a government investigation. What do you think?
We should let Moses rest.
We have with us Peter Weisz reporting on the shores of the Red Sea. We have with us right now a gentleman that also witnessed several of the miracles that have been taking place here recently. Okay, now I understand that you witnessed things falling from the sky that helped to assuage your hunger. Do I have that right?
That was correct. I saw Mary from way back when. You know,
Mary?
Mary. You don't know Mary?
No.
Jesus Mary.
Exactly, Jesus Mary. Yeah, correct.
Oh, Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Exactly.
Who won't be of something called manna. Have you heard of manna?
Manna? Yeah.
Manna from heaven.
Exactly. So they go from heaven to earth, correct?
Yes.
That's how it works? Yeah.
And you're able to eat it.
Wow, what's that?
Manna, you can eat it when you're
Are
hungry.
you serious? What kind of food's that?
Well, it's any food you want. You just imagine you're eating a steak and it tastes like a steak.
Oh my God.
That's
yeah,
what I heard.
What about the French fries?
If you get those too,
Oh,
French fries.
fantastic. Okay.
What's the matter?
Yeah.
So this is, okay. So evidently.
So what you're saying is, Mana, you can eat whatever you want.
That's right.
And manna, you can only eat steak and French fries.
Only steak and french fries.
All right. Supposedly, when you were thirsty, Moses took his staff and he hit a rock and water sprouted out. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was a fantastic sprouting sort of
Right.
sunflowers. It sort of evolved.
Yeah,
that
well,
was pretty cool.
that was pretty cool. You like that. How do you think he does that? How is that possible?
I don't know. Do you have any idea? Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, this must have been a very extraordinary experience for you. Anything you want to further add to this?
I just want to thank you for your hospitality. It's very, very kind of you, and it's always good to see you.
Very good. But I want to thank you once again. And this is my final broadcast. I am giving it up. I'm going into another line of work. I can't stand this anymore. And I'm saying goodbye for the last time. Over and out.